Jack Bergman, and Nicole Malliotakis. And we have a few others sitting here, but I'm not going to go through it because we have far more important people to honor today. Oh, we have Tom Homan. I got to at least mention Tom Homan. I would be a stand-up, Tom. What a job. Zero people coming in. We had millions and millions of people pouring into our country now that, I mean, I'm not even sure I can believe this number is zero, but it is given out by Democrats. Democrats from the left, and they're rated for the last 9 months. We had 0 people come illegally through our border. Right, Tom? So I want to thank you very much. And I also want to salute 6 former Medal of Honor recipients: William Swenson, Jim McLuhan, Walter Marm, Thomas Paine, Sammy Davis. That's an interesting guy. Where is Sammy Davis? We have a big story here, Sammy. You've heard that all your life, I'll bet, huh? And Edward Byers. Stand up, please. You all look good. We all look good. We remember the ceremonies. Oh, great. It's a great honor. There's no greater. I tried for myself. I've tried numerous times to get one by myself. I keep getting shut down. They say, you can't do it, sir. Bad protocol. Very bad. I would say the worst. But I'm only kidding. You don't have to say I'm only kidding. Otherwise, the press will come out with it, which they actually did once. Donald Trump wants a Congressional Medal of Honor, but he's been shut down. But now you are brave, amazing people. And I want to thank you all. In 1941, Roddy Edmonds of Knoxville, Tennessee, enlisted in the U.S. Army and soon rose to one of the youngest master sergeants in the military. In 1944, he sailed to Europe to fight in World War II, and he was so enthusiastic and young and full of vim and vigor. Roddy soon found himself on the front lines of the Battle of the Bulge. That was a big one.
Well, that is the U.S. President Donald Trump. He's currently speaking at the White House. He's honoring some of the members of his cabinet. But before that, he had spoken and justified the joint American-Israeli strikes on Iran, saying its nuclear program was a growing threat to the United States, so they had to act. And this is what he actually said: this is our last best chance to strike and eliminate the intolerable threats posed by this sick and sinister regime. Let's talk to our correspondent, Susan Teherani. She is on phone in New York. Susan, we were expecting the president to speak. Now he has spoken about the Operation Epic Fury. He says that more strikes are imminent and are currently ongoing in Tehran.
Yeah, absolutely, Eric. He said our objectives are clear. This is a direct quote. First, we are destroying Iran's missile capabilities. Second, we are annihilating their navy. And third, we are ensuring that the world's #1 sponsor of terror can never obtain a nuclear weapon. President Trump really justifying and making a case to the American people at the start of that medal ceremony. This was really directed to the American people and, of course, to lawmakers, some on Capitol Hill, which are concerned as to why the United States had to go in right now. I just want to say that Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, is expected to talk to the Gang of 8 on Capitol Hill today, and then tomorrow there's going to be a wider briefing for Congress regarding the justifications for this war.
Mm-hmm. The president also did mention the fallen soldiers from America. He says the number is 4. We don't know if that number has gone up, but he says he pays his respects to the fallen soldiers. He is paying his condolences to the families of those fallen soldiers. Do we have any information as to the identities of these soldiers, or the Pentagon is still keeping it mum?
Yeah, the Pentagon said that it's keeping it under wrap as respect to the family members, and they will ultimately announce the names. But it was just important to note that it was the 3 soldiers yesterday that were reported killed, and the 4th soldier we learned today was actually part of that group. He succumbed to his wounds and died. So the same operation, but one that was wounded. until recently.
The president also made another revelation. He says that they, or the United States, attacked 10 ships and they're currently sinking in the sea. Probably you could make a comment on that as well.
Yeah, it's really focusing not only on the IRGC headquarters that we got reports on from the Israelis as well, that in Tehran they attacked the IRGC headquarters. And Eric, really a huge headline that Chief of Staff, the Joint Chief of Staff, General Kane made earlier with Pete Hegseth that said that the United States has air superiority in Iran right now. And then we heard that the president added an additional ship to the 9 sinking ships that he had referenced yesterday, that the ships are sinking and that the United States is heavily targeting the Iranian Navy. Of course, this is extremely important because this is for the international audience. The world markets are looking, because Iran is so heavily active in the Strait of Hormuz. Once that threat is eliminated, markets may relax a little bit with oil prices so high right now. But they are not only attacking the IRGC, but it seems like they're heavily focused on Iran's Navy as well.